Good morning. So you made it over to Herb's Hot Rods Facebook page, and I wanted to thank you for joining me, and I appreciate it. I've already got 190 following, which is a great deal more than I had anticipated. And so I usually do live videos, and Facebook, in their infinite wisdom, says that my account has to be 60 days or older, and I have to have 100 followers. So in 60 days will be my first live video on Herb's Hot Rods. Sorry about that. So a little bit about what I do and what I've been doing. If you're new to me doing a live video, I got a little explaining to do, and then we'll get right about business. Okay, so what I normally do, Saturday morning, came to an idea where I wanted to do some car stuff for Cars, Chrome, and Coffee Yakima. And it worked out phenomenally. People were engaging. It was like 500 views a week, or each video was like 500 views, and it was live. And these guys, they watch them throughout the week, and it kind of worked out pretty cool. And then I started linking in some mental health stuff, right? How do you feel today? This kind of thing, and then it just gained more popularity, and a lot of people were really appreciative of some of the content that I was producing. So that's where I'm at. And, I got Herb's Hot Rods right up here. And then I came up with an idea. Dude, I'm the head mechanic. I'm the head mechanic at Herb's Hot Rods. There's only me here, so I have to be the head mechanic. Either that or I'm just a flunky, which I don't know yet if that's true. So what I wanted to do is I'm just going to follow what I've been normally doing. I want to welcome the brand new people to my live videos, even though this isn't live. I just wanted to welcome you and try to explain to you what I've been doing. So good morning, Herb's Hot Rods. Got my coffee in hand. There we go. And I've got projects going on. I got all kinds of projects going on. Yesterday, the door limiter in Pops, it bent again, and it was getting ready to break, so I replaced it. And it just so happens it's on the exact same side that the last one broke. And I think there's a pattern going on because it's the passenger side. On driver's side, I take care of my door. Everything's good. I got Jolene on the other side. I think there's a pattern. So maybe she's going to have to drive a lot more, and we'll see if she breaks the driver's door. So I did that yesterday, and then I kind of sat around and I set up my channel. And then the brown truck came, and I got a project. And what I wanted to do is explain to you some of the stuff that I was going through in my head. I got my notes here. So the 36 coupe is having issues. The temperature, it just wants to rise and fall a lot. So I was digging into math. I changed out the crank pulley to a smaller one so that it would not impact suspension during full travel. And I could probably go to a bigger one if I have to, but then I'm going to have to clearance the front axle. So I'm reserving going there. I'd rather spend some money experimenting rather than doing that. So what I came up with is when you reduce a pulley on one, the driver, and then all the other stuff is affected a bunch, just like a 10-speed bicycle, right? And so I actually went through math to figure this out. So the driver that was stock was 7.5 inches and 6.25 was the water pump. And then I went to 5.5 and 6.25 on the water pump. There's a ratio in there, and we have to keep the ratio the same so we can get the same RPMs on the water pump. Well, stock at, I'm going to say 800 RPMs at idle, we're spinning at 960 RPMs. And in the new setup, I'm spinning at 704 RPMs. So there's a dramatic difference. It's a couple hundred RPMs, almost 300 RPMs. So big, huge difference. So I have to figure out some way to get that going on. Well, Stock ratio is 1.2 to 1, and the new ratio is 0.88 to 1. So we're dropping about 30%. Yes, 30%. And the old water pump was just a standard water pump. And a high flow water pump says that it flows 30% more. Great, nice advertising. Is it gonna? Well, we'll see. And then I got a high performance on a thermostat. I don't get high performance on thermostat. It's just thermostat, but it's designed different. It looks a lot different. It's 180 degree, and it's meant for high flow water pumps. So I did a bunch of math. I did some things. Still trying to figure it out. Not going to quit. Just going to keep on working on that thing until it gets to be exactly what I want it to do. So, for you people who aren't really attuned to my shop, dude, it's a mess. Just like this thing right up in here. So, there you go. This is the old water pump. It's got 8 fins, and it was working just fine. It just was not throwing out the cooling power that I kind of need. And so we're going to go take a look at the 36 inside the engine bay and see how we got fitment. I'm sorry, you can't do the flip like you can on the lives. So we're going to try to do this like this. Are we getting it? Are we getting it? There we go. So new water pump in there, new thermostat in there. Yesterday I used a device that connects to the radiator itself. It sticks inside the cap. You pull a vacuum on it. I got to 10 pounds and it held for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And then what you do is you open up a valve, you have a hose stuck into your radiator coolant bucket, and then it sucks into the engine. And it's supposed to fill all the nooks and crannies. And that's what I'm hoping it does. It worked very well on the truck. It's worked well on the Duster. And I've used it a couple times on here, and it seems to work just fine. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. What are you doing? What are you doing today? Some of you guys are probably at work, which is fine. It's work. I mean, you gotta finance your projects that you got going on. But you got some retired guys out there. What are you doing? And the reason why I asked that is because my grandfather, in the 70s, sometime he retired from the Walla Walla State Prison, and he spent the next 20 years sitting at the kitchen table, or sitting in his chair watching TV, or sitting out on a patio, breezeway he called it, and smoking and drinking. That's what he did. I guess that's a choice. That's not going to be my choice, and hopefully it's not your choice either. So get off your ass. Get off your ass and go do that project. Yesterday, playing with the pool a little bit on the chemicals, and today I got to go get some testing done on that. I got to go test and tune on this thing, make sure it's full of fluid, make sure that it doesn't overheat, and hopefully I have some results to report the next time I decide to do a video. So that's what I got going on. I feel good. It's a great day. I wanted to do this video earlier, but I slept in. I'm on vacation, right? My day job is at my day job, and I'm leaving it there, and I'm going to have a nice vacation, a well-deserved one. But next week, going to be, oh gosh. So, anybody go to Venteeks? I was there. Wife was there, all the friends, everybody, a lot of guys from the coffee group were there. A lot of friends that I see like once a year, and it was really cool. I enjoyed the heck out of it. But I'm going to tell you, the lead up, this is a big event. The lead up, man, I'm just getting excited. And then, it's a day of, we're going to go stand in line for like 5 hours. I'm just geared up. And then it's, okay, I got my spot. Okay, got everything set up. And then it's, it is excitement after excitement, talking to people, enjoying the other cars. And then eventually Sunday comes along and you wake up and there's just this huge letdown. And I wasn't hungover. I was just down. I was down because all of that excitement. I mean, it's almost too much that, you're going to just do this for 4 days in a row where you're just amped up all the time. It's a decline down into, abysmal, poor attitude kind of thing. Well, you don't wallow in it, right? You don't wallow in that feeling. You gotta move yourself forward out of that feeling by doing something else. I mean, if you went home and slept for a couple hours, good for you. I can't take naps. I do on occasion, very, very rarely. But what I had to do is I had to come home and get kind of into a project. And my project was the pool. I didn't fill it before we left for 4 days, and the pump had quit. And then I had to get into some electrical because I was getting some weird readings on the extension cord. And then next thing you know, I got the pump running, and boy, I felt better. And we had dinner, and then the weekend was over. And then I was on vacation. So that's what I've been doing. And I expect that you have something to do as well. And there's no motivation, right? There's no motivation to go do the dishes. There's no motivation to go mow the yard or do weeds. That's discipline. And that's, it's fortitude. You gotta work through the shit that you don't want to do. There was once upon a time I drove the Duster down to Walla Walla. We were coming down a 9 Mile hill, and it just started spewing freaking tranny fluid. Well, I don't know why it was doing that. I think it was over full, and it found the escape hatch, and it was pouring out of that. We get to the hotel, and I needed to get radiator fluid, or excuse me, transmission fluid out of the transmission. So I walked over to the store, grabbed a couple things, had some tools already, and hot transmission. Pulled the drain plug out, burned the hell out of myself, got the drain plug back in, drained out about 2 quarts, screwed it back in. My hand was burnt, just stuck it in ice, and Jolene drove. And so you don't go into something doing, you know it's going to be painful. You know that you're going to burn yourself, and you know the results are going to be beneficial because you would have fixed the problem. And that's what I'm talking about. You know what you're going to do is painful, but you do it anyway because you know you have to. And that's what the military does. That's what all these people do, is they try to burn it into you that, you have to have discipline. You have to have fortitude. You have to be able to work through these problems. And hopefully I'm going to take you on a journey that I've been through already and am working through, because mental health is a daily habit. You have to, every single day, pay attention to what's going on up there, and you have to avoid ruts. I'm not saying avoid the issue. I'm saying avoid the rut, because you're avoiding the issue and you're steering off this way, and that's fine. You find a rut, and next thing you know, you're stuck. What I'm saying is that you got to figure a way to work through it and not get in a rut at the same time. That's all I'm saying. Just got to make sure that you guys understand this. First of all, I'm not a doctor. I am not a counselor. I'm not none of any of these things. I'm not even a mechanic professionally anyway. It's just a hobby, and I'm actually kind of good at it, but not a doctor, not a car guy, not a ninja guy, not a training guy, not a body and paint guy. I'm just a guy that tries to figure things out. And you're going to understand that. You're going to understand that soon. You're going to eventually see my mess of a shop. You're going to see the mess in my head. And I really just don't care. I'm putting myself out there because I've benefited from the habits that I'm creating to have a more positive attitude and have a more positive life. And dude, I'm in competition. Every day I'm in competition with me. I want to be a better guy. I want to be a better man. So today, I'm comparing myself to today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be better than today. And you know what? I'm already better than I was yesterday. I know that. I feel it. Everything's not just roses, petals, and butterflies, man. It's not. Life is tough and it sucks, and we have to go through crap, and you're going to, and because the choice is what we're doing, or nothing. Now, I don't believe it's nothing. I don't believe death is nothing, but we're put here on earth for a reason, and that reason, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think I found my niche. I don't know, but I'm here for a reason, and until I'm told otherwise, I'm going straight ahead until I have to veer off and go somewhere else. So welcome to my channel. Get off your ass. Take care of that project you got to take care of. Think about what's going on in your head and try to figure it out. That's all I'm here for. And hopefully entertaining you just a little bit. Oh. We'll see what today brings. We'll see what tomorrow brings. But hopefully, in a short few 60 days, we'll get to do live videos. We'll save them, and you guys will be able to reflect back on what I said. So, welcome to Herb's Hot Rods. The head mechanic is never closed, and I hope you enjoy and find benefit in watching what I do. Now, get off your ass and go do it.